What up, everybody? You know who it is. It's your boy, Money Trades, and I'm back again with a Sunday market review. Today, I'm going to be reviewing two instruments. I found a backup instrument that I trade now that I'm going to start trading. So let's just jump into crude oil real quick. Start with the weekly time frame. So if you watched our previous weekly updates for crude oil this week so far. Well, last week we got a break above this level here. Got a break above the $68 level. Um, Keep in mind we was in a range for the past 2 weeks, so I haven't taken a trade in 2 weeks just because I haven't been able to catch a quality setup. Um, but based on this weekly level here, we got a break of this low. We finally got to push up in a close above this level here, which is the $68 level. So being that we got to close above this level here, there's a potential chance that we can continue to push up this week, and take out these highs above, or price could potentially go down. But what I'm looking at here, and go ahead and break it down to the daily. To be honest with you guys, the bigger time frames is way easier to read. It makes things look way more simple. Once you realize, once you pretty much understand how to read price. So here, looking at the daily, we see we're in the range. You see, this is very nasty business. You don't want to be in this at all. So noticing that, seeing price levels at this area here, you don't want to be in this, but the way it's looking, looks like we're going to get a break above or a break below right now. I'll look at this as a retracement. Price is pushing down. Keep in mind, market it hasn't even opened yet. It's Sunday, so we're just looking at the Sunday market review. Obviously, let me go ahead and creep down to the 4 hour. Keep in mind, I've already marked up my liquidity levels, so this is going to be our liquidity level. This level here, this high, this liquidity level was taken out last week, Thursday. So this is our new level here as far as liquidity, where liquidity is sitting at. Um, like I said, we did get a break above this weekly level here. But what I'm thinking from what price is looking like at this current moment, we may range within this area before it really makes a move. Or it could potentially just run up and take out liquidity and keep pushing to the upside. But based on market structure, how it looks now, liquidity either is going to get taken out right here at the bottom first or at the top. One of these levels are going to get taken out no matter what by tomorrow. Um, it's just we don't know which one until market opens. So as far as crude oil goes, it's not really much to look at. I'm looking at it on an intraday time frame as far as um, what I'm expecting on a micro level, or micro. You can say micro. I want to say macro. Macro level will be more on a weekly, monthly, daily time frame. But as of right now, that's my that's my like my prediction as far as what's gonna be happening with crude oil. We may just range in this area, maybe till Tuesday, Wednesday, or it may just go ahead and keep pushing to the upside or keep pushing back down to the downside. Keep in mind we do have liquidity at the bottom as well, right here. We got these equal lows right here. So there's liquidity all in this area here. Um, but if we start to get back in this area, I'm already anticipating price to continue to range. So if price continues to range at this bottom area or in this area in general, I'm not really expecting price. Like I'm not really expecting movement as far as me being able to enter a trade. Last week I did miss a trade, which was Thursday. And to be honest with you, I missed this entire move here. This whole pump to the upside, I missed it. And guess what? I was mad. Like my mood was affected that whole day pretty much into like evening time, afternoon, because I was just waiting patiently for a push to the upside. And we got it and I missed it. And I missed it because mentally I wasn't in the right mindset when I came to the market. Um, and being that I wasn't in the right mindset, I was doubting my setup. So doubting my setup just back to back, like on every trade. And I still had an opportunity to hop in at this level here. Um, but I missed it as well because I second guessed it. Pretty much I doubted my whole trade. And like I said, mentally I was in the wrong mindset when I came to the market to trade. So I guess it all happened for a reason. It just wasn't meant for me to take that setup. But yeah, I was very furious. But now, as far as what we're looking at this week, it's really not much to go by just because until we get out this range, until we start breaking above the 68, 67 area, then we have more direction on what we're expecting. But as long as price stay within this area, we're going to be ranging. If it stays between 68 to 65, 64, we're going to be ranging. Now, as far as on a long-term level, anything that goes in this area, I'll say anywhere between 64 to maybe even this level here where we're at 67, 67 to 64, you can buy this area long term. Um, Long term and hold it just because if you look in a monthly time frame, we're at lows in a market where price hasn't even gotten to in a very long time. Well, not a long time, but since the beginning of September of this last year. So if you're looking at buying this on a long-term level, um, holding for a long term, then this is still a good area to buy in and just hopefully it pushes up to the 73 area or the 76 area. So that'll be like a long-term buy investment on a, I guess, macro level. But we're intraday traders. So anyways, if we get a break above this liquidity level, I'm not really, I may not even take a sell right here because it may fake out and continue to push back to the upside. But yeah, that's what I'm expecting from crude oil this week. Really, we gotta wait. I'll probably do another market review in the middle of the week, like Wednesday, Tuesday, based upon seeing what price does. Let's go ahead and jump into our next pair. So we are trading live cattle now. I like the way live cattle moves. It kind of moves similar to crude oil. I typically like to trade instruments that I would say a lot of people don't trade or that's not as mainstream, like the NASDAQ, the S&P. I prefer not to trade that just because it's just too many factors, too many levels. I'm not that great trading NASDAQ. It just doesn't fit my personality, doesn't fit my style of trading. It's too quick. And I'm not really looking to get in and out the market that fast, meaning the way those pairs move, they move pretty fast for me. And it's not that I can't do a trade on those. It's just I prefer not to trade those. I like something slow and steady and just more consistent. So this is my preference as far as what my secondary pair will be. Let's jump into this. So looking at this on a macro level, we understood that we've been in an uptrend for the past 3 weeks. Um, Obviously, it just took out liquidity level up here, January 25th liquidity level. So noticing that this weekly was finally taken out, then we could just jump right into a daily. Um, it's not really much to see. Now, being at this level right here, weekly level got taken out, we can potentially expect price either to keep pushing because we are at all-time highs on live cattle. Um, so if my spelling is wrong, forgive me. I'm not a spelling champion. We're not worried about how I'm spelling things. We're worried about price. So don't kill me in the comment section. So being that this is our liquidity level right here, I'll show you why this is our liquidity level. But this level liquidity was taken out, so this is our new liquidity level. Looking at the daily, obviously we'll see we're just on an up push. This is all up push, up push. Um, what we could possibly expect is one or two things. That's all it really is, one or two things. A continued push to the upside, or a continue to push back down to the downside and start retracing from pretty much retracing in a bigger time frame, being that we did a nice run up. So it could potentially retrace or we can continue to push up. This is a daily fair value gap right here. So once price get into this area, it could act as if um it's just a range within this area. But we're not gonna anticipate anything as far as this pair goes because we're at all-time highs, and normally at all-time highs, price could possibly just continue to push up once it does a mini retracement. So let's hop into the 4 hour so we can go ahead and do the markup. Keep in mind that live cattle currently is closed. It doesn't open until obviously market open, literally. So you have to be real careful with trading this because sometimes price, when open price starts, price can just shoot up, then shoot right back down. Like one thing about live cattle that I like, and that it gives me similarities as far as how crude oil is. It does a lot of fake outs. So if you don't know how price does fake outs, you have to be real careful because you'll think price is going to continue to push to the upside, and all of a sudden it just turned around on you. I like that based upon if you trade liquidity levels, you know where okay, part price is reaching for it. That's all you want to really be able to tell when intraday trading, I feel, is if you want to be able to know where price is pushing to or what is it reaching for. Once you have an idea what price is reaching for, then it's easier to take that trade into that direction, especially if liquidity or these gaps in the market hasn't been filled. Um, so that's like a key point that I like as far as trading these type of instruments, crude oil and live cattle, because it's very slow, but it's consistent. And these levels do get hit. So, um, oh yeah, my bad. My shirt's all drunk because I just got done from running. So let's go in a 4 hour. We're in a 4 hour. We got our liquidity level taken marked up. Now it's not much to see right here. There's not much to like go by. So let's go into the 1 hour. You know, as far as the 1 hour goes, being that price is pushing down right now after liquidity got taken out, we could just see price range in this area here. This 1 hour fair value gap could potentially hold up and this may start taking out these bottom lows. Um, really just retracing back into these sections possibly. With this right now is live cattle. It's kind of too early to tell. Last week when I was looking at the market, I was able to tell where price was going instantly just because, or have an idea where price was reaching to because liquidity level hasn't been taken out. But now that liquidity level has been taken out, it's more so like, okay, um, we have to wait. We have to be patient because we don't know where price is going. It's a little too early. And obviously, we're in the uptrend. I don't use trend lines, but we are trending to the upside. This is considered like a channel. When price moves, you can you can pretty much say price is moving in a channel. It's moving sideways. So it can, like I said, it can just break below, and just keep running back down, or it can keep pushing up, but we don't know. So as far as live cattle goes, there's not too much information I can give on this stock or this futures instrument, but we'll see once tomorrow goes. And keep in mind, guys, this week I will be doing live trades as far as having this screen right in the middle while I'm taking a trade. I'm gonna do a lot of breakdowns as far as why I'm hopping in a trade at that moment. I'm not gonna give my strategy out as far as why I hop into, well, as far as why I hop into an area or whatever. Um, I'm not gonna give that away. Um, I guess as far as that goes, you'll have more of an idea if you're an experienced trader or able to read price. You'll understand why I buy and sell at certain levels and what makes me get in as time goes on. But again, my strategy may not work for everyone. Um, and people who find my strategy that works, use it. Everyone trades differently. So my trading is a little more conservative, I feel. Um, and more consistent because I'm not in a rush to hop into a trade. But anyways, guys, that's pretty much the market review for this week. Um, Go ahead and like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know what instruments and stocks you would like me to do a price review on next week, next Sunday. And we go from there. Peace.